ベルンシュタイン家の人間は3度の飯より本が好き。どんなに美しいドレスよりも、どんなにきらびやかな宝石よりも。
Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our channel, Paws On Animation.
And today we're covering the anime Bibliophile Princess.
This anime is yet another slice of life type anime.
Sort of.
In which a young woman who has a deep passion for books, yes, we're serious,
Yeah.
is sent to live with her fiancé and is trained to become his wife. However, political complications ensue, of course. Doesn't it sound fun?
Yes, great. And before we start with that, be sure to like, subscribe, click notifications for this on future podcasts and all the pause videos.
If you are not familiar with Bibliophile Princess, it's a fantasy romance anime that had not only a novel series and a light novel series, but also a 8-volume manga, all written by Yui and illustrated by Satsuki Shina.
Oh, okay.
And the anime TV series, which we watch on Anime Network. And it aired originally from October 6th of 2022 to December 22nd of 2022. 12 episodes, Studio Madhouse.
Yes. And this is only one season, 12 episodes, and it's done. There will not be a season 2, and the manga's so short it kind of just told the whole story in those 12 episodes. And if you're looking for something that's a quick anime to start and finish, and it's very calm,
And only subbed.
Right, and it's not a ton of action, and you like those types of little growing romance type stories, then this is the show for you.
Yes, it is sweet in terms of the romance. The first lead character, Lady Eliana Bernstein, gets irritating at times, but she's a sweet character. And the person she's in a romance with, His Highness Christopher Selkirk Ashlard.
Is it long enough?
Yes. Really loves her. And Rascal kept saying all the men look alike in this anime.
Yeah, they do.
So the romance is sweet. There is a happy ending. But I'm sorry, at times this main character is just irritating because she won't stand up for herself. She listens to what anyone says. She believes what anyone tells her, and she should know better. She reads all these darn books. She should have
right.
sense.
You would think that, like Twilight. So, pretty much each episode is as we described, with the romance, her reading, and the political things on in the background. This is set in another time period. It's more of the, I guess it's close to like Victorian era in a way, right? Or almost the dawn of the modern era. So there's not going to be anything with technology or stuff in here. It's going to be getting around situations, solving problems without the reliance of that. And if you're one that likes like Anna Green Gables or stories that are set in those time periods, and it's the dramas and the ups and downs of people's lives and the intrigue, then this will be one of your shows, kind of almost like a soap opera.
And of course the drama with other women trying to marry the prince and make her leave. That's just standard in anime.
Right.
And
it's like,
you've got not one but 2 of them in this one.
Oh gosh, right?
So I can say that the titles of the animes are pretty interesting for the episodes.
Yeah.
We got Phony Fiancé.
It sounds like a movie already.
One Woman Show.
Okay.
And So the Two. The Star Traveler.
Yeah.
Treasure of Hers and the Prince. Which sounds kinky, but it's not. Hunting Festival and Lonely Official Business.
What?
The Ghost of Idol. The Flower Guarding Bug and the Praying Messenger.
What?
Someone was trying to be clever with that one.
I think so.
A Letter from the Pearl Princess. Intentions of the Butterflies. A Nuisance. And the Holy Night's Banquet where the butterflies dance. Yes, that's the total.
Yeah. And Holy Night is just their version of Christmas. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, this is one of the more odd type animes we've seen, and it's not like it's a surreal anime and it's off the walls and it's supernatural and things happening. There's no magic, no supernatural, no superheroes, no magic fantasy, none of that's in here. It's all grounded in reality, and it's just the people's interactions, I guess, supposed to be the things that stand out. However, it's easy to watch, but you would have to pay a bit more attention to it because unless it's like a short scene with somebody doing a duel or a battle or something really quick, not too much happens. And if you watch this a little too late at night or your attention span can waver, you might end up falling asleep on it.
And there's a lot of talking. There are a couple episodes that were nothing but dialogue, just dialogue.
Yeah, and like animation, they probably got to save a lot of money with that.
So the actual target audience for this anime is female, but it's kind of like, it's not bad. It really isn't a bad anime, but it's kind of like the person who was writing for a female audience maybe didn't quite know the female audience.
Yeah.
Because it would be nice if there were a little more action.
Yeah.
A lot less dialogue and more things that are going on that engage you. Because, as I mentioned, it's only subbed and there's so much talking and the dialogue goes quickly across the screen. And yes, we aren't used to reading the we aren't used to reading subtitles. But some of these go too quickly. And when we say there's a lot of talking, there can be 2 and 3 sentences that pop up on the screen, and within a matter of a second or two, they are on to the next sentence. It's like, wait a minute, you didn't really fully read that one.
Right.
So I do wish that had been better, that the subtitles had stayed on longer when there was a lot of dialogue, to be sure you were getting everything, because some of it you'll probably miss unless you pause the TV and then read it and then continue, but then that disturbs the flow of the anime.
Right. And another issue would be is there's a heavy amount of characters that attribute to not much, just to have a cast so you know it's not just a few people on there. And a lot of the times the characters are only there to provide being rivals and to create conflict of the episode when stuff can be resolved in only a few minutes. Like, every girl wants the prince, of course, and then every guy, eligible guy, wants Alice. So it ends up being like, he's got to fight off every woman, and she's got to fight off every guy, well, though not as much for her, but it ends up being so cliche. Like, of course, they're the main characters, the most attractive ones according to the show. Everyone's gonna want to try them and steal them away from each other, and it just becomes almost a bit suffocating to see. Constantly, almost every episode, they're fighting off somebody or trying to keep them away from somebody else, and it ends up, at first it's funny, but then it keeps going and keeps going. It's like, okay, we gotta fight off all of the characters. Might well be Scott Pilgrim with the X's.
And then they do the trope where she's a pretty sister, the other sister isn't as attractive,
right?
And there's a guy that's not as attractive, and he wants to date the girl who's not as attractive, which I kind of didn't care for that, because it was like, okay, she's beautiful enough and cute enough and darling enough to get the prince, but she isn't. And I would say that is only the really part in here that I didn't like. Mm-hmm. And they didn't act like they were closest sisters either.
No, they didn't.
And it was probably because of that dichotomy that's being set up between them.
Right.
Now, it does work. It's really pretty to look at.
Yeah.
The animation is nice.
Yeah.
It's almost like watercolors. Again, the 2 main characters are really sweet. You can't help but like them. Ellie's just irritating
sometimes. Yeah.
I really like that the prince's mom, dad, and his brother were all nice. They didn't end up being plot twist villains.
Right. And you cannot marry her because she's so and so and all that.
And hating her and trying to stop the wedding. That didn't happen. I also like that no matter what happens, His Highness Christopher did not get dissuaded from being with her, no matter what type of plots were done, no matter what lies were told, even when the stupid cow, and that's what I'm calling her, ran off when she should never have run off. He let her go because she wanted to, but he still had every intention of going to get her. I did like that, and I did like the final episode. It was really beautiful, and when you see it, where they show some of her artwork becoming a part of the celebration every year, I really like that. And again, I do like there's a happy ending to this romance. So there are things that do work. It's just not the type of anime you should watch and think it's going to be groundbreaking and life-changing.
And Game of Thrones and all
that.
Right,
it's entertaining, it's sweet, it's nice, and it's perfect for February, the month of romance.
Yes.
So if you've seen Bibliophile Princess, let us know what you think in the comments below. What do you think of it? Tell us your thoughts. We really would like to hear them. If you haven't seen it, we watched it on Anime Network. It may be available elsewhere. If it is, we're not aware of it. If you know, let us know in the comments below.
Yes, and if you haven't already, subscribe for updates and weekly videos of favorite anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for subscribing and visiting us each Saturday, and when we have other videos available. You mean a lot to us. We love you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And if you want us to check out your channel, let us know in the comments below.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ask Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a tune-tastic day.
Peace.